Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're posing the question, why are work permits needed in addition to business visas here in Thailand? And the reason, there's a lot of questions that I kind of overlook. I've just been out here a long time. I've been doing what we do here for a decade and a half, and I sometimes forget that people that are new to Thailand don't have all the information. They don't really understand what's going on, or they're just not informed. They haven't been here long enough. And so I sometimes will kind of speed through very fundamental questions that people who are new here don't really understand. This is kind of one of them. I often talk about work permits, business visas, usually separately, sometimes together. But one thing that somebody brought up to me the other day is they just asked the question, why do I need this work permit in addition to this business visa? And it's not a bad question, because most countries that issue a business visa, there is work authorization attached to it. Now, there are exceptions to that. For example, the B1 visa in the United States is not necessarily work authorized in the same way that an H-1B visa is, or somebody who has a green card is work authorized. There's shades of gray. In Thailand's the same. The B visa, the business visa itself, it does not provide work authorization in and of itself. You have to get a work permit in addition to a business visa. Part of the reason for this is overall bureaucratic timing, and what I mean by that is business visas were created in the 70s under the Immigration Act, I believe 79, ultimately of 79, and then work permits came along later. Work permits came along, to the best of my knowledge, in the 80s. They were a different thing. They were created, Ministry of Labor had them. And then they evolved pretty rapidly over the course of about 10 or 12 years, basically to look like the work permits now that we see on a standard basis in Thai companies where you've got a foreigner working there. But yeah, they are different. It's two different authorizations required by two different ministries. One of them is the Ministry of Labor. The other one's the Immigration Department under the auspices of the Ministry of Interior when you're dealing with a business visa extension. So yeah, they are two different things. Why? It's just kind of a fact of circumstance at this point. This is just the way it kind of evolved. But yeah, it is a little bit, for lack of a better word, a little bit difficult for many to grasp when they first get here that, yeah, you need both a business visa and a work permit in order to work in the Kingdom of Thailand.